All right. Let me open what spiders is. Do you want to read first? I can read the first chapter and you can read the next or something.
No,
How many are
I'll
there?
go
Four
first.
chapters?
Probably. So, I'll go first.
I can read the title if you want.
All right. You want to do that?
I'm going to put on a really deep voice. You ready for this?
Yeah.
The Spiders is a trollfic by Argam Barger.
It was a beautiful spring daddy in Equestria's when Twilight Sparkle was in her study where she lived. Spike, she said. Come here, Spike. And Spike came over to her. What do you want, Twilight? Spike said. And Twilight said, Spike, I need you to get me the Book of Magic, okay, Spike? Said, I will get you for you. And he went over to the bookshelf to get the book for Twilight Sparkle. It was a dusty book, and Spike almost sneezed, but he didn't. He gave the book to Twilight, and she said, Thank you, Spike, go away now. And Spike said, Okay, I'll go away, and he slided away like a dragon. Twilight opened the book to chapter 5 and said, Okay, magic, please happen. And the magic began happening in her horn, and she did the spell. It was a magic spell, and she knew it was magic, which is why she casted it, because her cutie mark is magic, because she is an unicorn. The spell made everything bigger and ate. Why is everything bigger and ate? Twilight said.
What do you mean 8?
What do you mean? Everything was bigger and ate, dude.
8 isn't an adjective, it's a noun. It's
Bigger,
a number.
bigger and ate. It's totally fine.
Did everything just like octuple or what?
Oh, I am a spider now. Spider Twilight went up to the bookshelves to find a fix spell and fix the spell, but she couldn't open to books or even grab them because she was a spider and not a unicorn, and her horn was gone, and also she didn't have a voice she could speak loud enough for Spike to hear and go get her book for her. And even if she did, she probably wouldn't want to because Spike would see her as a spider and maybe get scared or angry and then stomp all over her, which would make her a dead spider. Jesus fucking Christ. This is something. And then she heard a voice. Well, not really a voice. It sounded like another spider. She could understand the spider clicks, and she knew that it was a spider and that she had to go and talk to this other spider because that's what spiders do, talk to other spiders. A red spider appeared and said, Hello, Twilight. I'm Big Mac Spider now. Why? And Twilight Spider said, Big Mac Spider, it is because I casted a spell that was sent wrong. And the Big Red Mac Spider said, Okay, maybe, but you can fix it. And Twilight said, Okay, said the red spider, well, if we're going to be spiders forever, let's have spider sex. And Twilight Spider said, Okay, well, but I don't know how to have spider sex. And Big Spider Mac Red said, It's probably easy. Okay, are you okay with this? I'm asking permission to have spider sex with you. Twilight said, I don't know, spiders are creepy and weird. And then Big Mac said, Twilight, we are spiders. And then Twilight said, You have a point. Okay, I guess we have to make the most of it, right? And then Big Mac said, That's the spirit. Yes, okay, spider sex. Then they started to have spider sex, and it felt really weird for Twilight, but Twilight never even had normal, regular pony sex, so spider sex was the weirdest, most strange thing ever. It was like a crunchy potato chip bag full of chips got thrown into a chain link fence, and I don't know where this metaphor is going anymore.
Okay. This is written even worse than my Immortal. What
What are you
is
talking?
this?
What are you talking about? It's really good.
Why would you... It said it's a troll fix, so I know it's doing this on purpose. But
Listen,
it's so badly written.
listen. This is like our generation's Howl, okay?
How are you following this, Claire?
What's there to miss? Twilight asked for a book and casted a magic spell, and it turned her and Big Macintosh into spiders, and now they're gonna have spider sex.
Turned everything 8.
Bigger and ate, I'll have you know. After the spider sex, Twilight felt funny on the inside, like something real, not normal. Big Mac Spider said, It's okay, Twilight Spider, if I live here with you so we can have more spider sex. And Twilight said, I don't know, I guess so, but I don't want to have spider sex for a while, that was weird. And Big Mac Spider Red said, That's okay, I'll wait for you to be ready because I'm a gentle spider. And Twilight said, Okay, I appreciate it.
Chapter 2. Spiders. I'm not going to enjoy this.
It's great, you'll do fine.
Okay. There was a living like that for a while time where they lived together and had some major spider sex, sometimes but only when Twilight felt extra sorry for Big Mac. Spideka was downstairs and crying lots because he did not know where Twilight went to and Twilight wanted to go make Spike feel less ad. but she was a spider and couldn't talk? Twilight's belly got bigger and bigger, and she didn't know what was happening. Then Spider-Mac Red Big said, I think you might be getting ready to have spider babies. And Twilight said, what? And Big Mac said, yup. Except for he couldn't actually make that word sound because he was a spider and doesn't have pony voice boxes anymore. Twilight was real sad and upset because spider babies were gross and creepy and wired, and she cried a little bit, but Big Mac Red Spider gave her the biggest moss happy hug ever and said, I always wanted to be a daddy. Even though I didn't want to be a spider daddy, I will try to be the best spider daddy ever and be here for you all the times, okay? And Twilight felt the most happy she was still not... And Twilight felt the most happy but still was not happy at the same time. What a bitch. Let me scroll down.
Oh
This
my
hurts.
god.
This hurts to read. This hurts my head to read, okay?
This story's giving me acid reflux.
Yeah, me too, actually. Maybe it was that turkey burger I just ate.
Oh.
Then one day, Twilight had to lay spider eggs, and it was the most strangest. It felt like bubble wrap bubbles being pooped out.
That's
and then
hot.
she was sad and upset. Don't do that. Stop that.
That's someone's fetish.
Shitting out bubble wrap.
Yeah.
And then she was sad and upset. I like how the English language has enough words for us to simulate what spider pregnancy would feel like. Isn't that great? I don't think a lot of other languages have that capacity. You know what I mean?
Fucking Christ.
And then she was sad and upset again. But Big Mac Spider was to hear the whole time and made her comfort. He brought her spider food, which was bugs. And Twilight was finally okay with eating bugs with Spider-Mac's help. She knew she had to eat them to be alive, and being alive was more good than eating bugs was bad. So she did it and was sad and upset because the bugs were gross, but it was okay because she was a life.
That's beautiful.
I'm gonna cut the video here, and it's gonna go, she was a life, and it's gonna... Spiders is 2017.
That is, oh, that's deep. You know, I was in a really dark place the first time I read Spiders Is, and I think it really pulled me out of that. You know, I mean, just that line right there, you know, because being alive is more good than eating bugs was bad.
But it was okay because she was a life.
That's deep. Say it louder for the people in back.
Was a life. The W and the H are nowhere near each other on the keyboard.
Say it louder for the people in back.
She was a life.
Okay, let's keep it going.
But Big Mac Spider helped her guard the eggs for many, 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 many days, until one day the eggs were very big and had dark thins moving around inside of them. And Twilight knew they were her babies, and she was kind of happy a little bit. And Big Mac was happy because she was happy. And then she was even happier because Big Mac was happy. But they didn't have spider sex, because Big Mac knew how much Twilight didn't like it, because it felt weird, and also she didn't want to have more babvies, and neither did he really, but he was ready to be the best spider daddy, so Twilight didn't have to worry.
Wow.
After a few more days... Okay, let me restart that. After a few more days, the eggs started moving, and they knew that the eggs were going to hatch because Twilight was smart, and she knew all about eggs. They watched the egg pile of eggs move around, and then they heard the little baby spider clicks, and they knew it was the baby spiders, and they watched even more much. The eggs all hatched simultaneously, and vast multitudes of tiny spiderlings swarmed out and a screeching horde. You know what the best thing is? Those are advanced words.
I was gonna say, I feel like that single sentence right there
It's more complex than the other 6 paragraphs I've had to read.
Yep.
This person is writing like this on purpose. He's purposefully writing terribly so that we have a hard time reading.
Well, yeah.
What a dick. Twilight and Big Mac started to scuttle away as quickly as they could, but they soon found that they were in no real danger. The spiderlings had no intention of killing their parents. They witnessed a solid black mass of itchy, screaming death cover every surface of the library.
Jesus Christ!
Millions of spiders continued to swarm out of the eggs. The flood seemed to be endless. Meanwhile, Spike is downstairs. Oh, here's Spike. Spike lay curled up in his little dragon bed, moping. Things hadn't been the same since Twi's disappearance, and it had been over a week since they had any decent ideas about what to do about it. He was depressed and miserable. Suddenly, he saw a black mass of infinite death wash over him. Just kidding. He heard a scratching, high-pitched noise coming from upstairs. His curiosity overcame his melancholy, and he plodded up to investigate. He was intercepted by a solid wall of spiderlings pouring down the stairwell, which
Jesus
overwhelmed him
Christ.
almost instantly. How many spiders?
Oh my God!
Spike had just enough presence of mind to scream, but doing so did nothing but allow the swarm of spiders to access his lungs and stomach.
Holy
The
fuck!
spiderlings drained his fluids for sustenance, and Spike died in horrible terror and agony.
Oh my fucking lord!
Claire, somebody wrote this. I've got my stomach.
Oh fucking Christ! Okay.
Do you want to read the next one, or do you want me to keep going?
Yeah. You get the chapter name, and I'll actually read it.
Chapter 3, Spider Day. Chapter.
Alpha the spiders runned away from Twilight and Red Spider Mac, and they didn't know what to do because there were so many spiders of the eggs. Big Mac said, "Hey, you spider babies, you are my spider babies, now listen to me." But the spider babbies didn't listen because they were making too much noise, and they would have listened if they could because Mac Spider was their daddy, and they loved him and their mommy, Twilight, more than any of the bugs, even the juicy ones. Big Mac Spider said to Twilight Spider, "I'm so sorry. I'm the worst spider daddy, even though I promised I was going to be the best one, even." Twilight felt really bad and sorry for Big Mac Spider because she knew that he tried his best, but if there wasn't an biggest problem happening, she would give him the hugs. Twilight thought hardest with having ideas, and then had one idea. "Spider Big, come here and help me, okay?" And Spider Max said, "Alright, what do you want me to do, Twilight?" And Twilight said, "I need Yo to throw me into the spiders." And Red Max said, "Are you sure? You thought spiders were creepy and weird." And Twilight said, "I'm no, but we need to do this, okay? Because Big Mac, we are spiders." And Big Mac said, "Okay." Big Mac picked her up by the legs with his legs, and threw her at the spider babies. She screamed a little bit, but not really, because she was trying to be brave, just like Rainbow Dash would be brave if she was a spider and flying at spider babies. Then finally, after falling for time, she landed in the spider babies, and they didn't know she was their mom because they were still just babies and crawling, and Twilight Spider tried to click at them to stop, but they didn't know what to do because babies are confused. Man, babies are fucking stupid. Big Mac watched all the babies carry Twilight away, and he felt the most terrible and sad and said, "It is my fault that Twilight's being carried away by the spider babies because I was the one who had spider sex with her and she made babies because I have to rescue her," he said.
Oh my god, dude.
That's good writing. The complexity.
The thing that throws me off is that they always misspell said, S-E-D, but said, S-E-D, in Latin is butt. So
Nice.
I'm jumbling the fanboys in my head, you know what I mean?
Oh, fucking hell.
I guess I'll read the next one.
Oh, yeah?
Chapter 4, Where the Spiders Are. I don't like that chapter name.
No, it's a good name. It's like where the
I don't-
wild things are.
Except this one's about a My Little Pony turning into a spider and having spider sex.
Yeah.
And having millions of babies.
Fucking
How much sex do you think that they had to have to make millions of spider babies?
I don't know. Maybe they're like hyper fertile because they're magic spiders.
I don't like this, Twilight Spider thought. I wish Big Mac were here. He knows what to do every time. But Big Mac was sassing her and the spider babies, and she didn't know it. It was very exciting.
Nice.
All the spiders ran through Equestria, and all of the ponies were scared and ran into the house, but except for one pone, who stood into street and angry. Stop, spiders!
No,
she
you gotta
said.
do like a deep, like radical voice for that one.
Stop, spiders!
That's
she
good.
said, and they stopped. And Big Brown Spider jumped off of her head. Her head was gray, and her coat was gray too, and her hair was straight. And the spider was brawn and big and made angry click. Twilight heard the clicking, and she knew that the spider had a name, Merriam-Webster. And the plot thickens. I can't even. Oh. Are you okay, Claire? Are you gonna be okay, Claire?
Merriam fucking Webster.
Not even spelled right. Are you gonna be able to hold yourself together?
Give me a second.
Do you need to drink a cup of water? Deep breath.
Continue.
And Merriam-Webster Spider told all the baby spiders to stop being bad. They couldn't do what they did because what they did was something bad to do, and they had to stop and listen to their mommy spiders, like spiders do every. Twilight Mom Spider thought really hard, and all the baby spiders watched her, and then Big Mac got over to where she was and said, Twilight, I'm so glad you're okay. Twilight said, shh, I'm thinking. And Smider Mac said, oh, och, sorry. Twilight said, I love you, baby spiders, but you did a bad thing and made my friend Spike dead. Why you do that? And police go make Spike better and then go Everfree Forest where you belong as spiders. It will be, okay? And the spiders said, okay, mommy, and they went back to where Sipka was, and they barfed all of his juice back, and he was better.
Nice.
Because that's how that works.
Of course.
Spike said, thank you, spiders, you are my best friends. And the spiders made a happy face, and they hugged, but this time they didn't drain all of Spike's vital fluids.
Jesus.
Then the spiders all listened to Mommy Twilight, and went to the Everfree Forest where spiders live happy and free, and it was good. Twilight and Big Mac Spider read, talked to Miriam, and the Gray Pony listened. The Gray Pony was Pinkie Pie's sister from Cutie Mark Chronicles, and she worked on the rock farm, in case you were wondering. And Twilight clicked, thank you, to Merriam-Webster, and Merriam-Webster clicked, it's okay. Listen, Twilight Spider, I am a wizard, and I know you and the Big Mac Spider are not spiders at all, but ponies who are spiders by accident? Do you want to be ponies again?
Ah,
This is jarring to read.
it's time for the stunning conclusion.
Okay. Chapter 5, The End Spider End.
Twillet and Big Mac said, yes, we want to be ponies again. And Miriam sighed, okay, here, I will do my spider magic. And the spider magic happened. Twilight and Big Mac were ponies again. They gave each other a big pony hug, and because they were friends from being spiders together, and it was good. Miriam clicked, and they couldn't understand it anymore because they were ponies and not spiders. But the Gray Pony, Pinkie Pie's sister, could understand, and she translated the spider speak to pony speech so they could talk some more.
How does one learn how to speak spider?
She doesn't have many friends, okay?
Okay.
Miriam said, I hope you learned something from being a spider. And Twilight said, yes, I did. I'll always remember. And I'm also happy because I made a Big Mac friend. And Big Mac said, yup. And then Big Mac said, listen, Twilight, about being spiders. And Twilight said, it's okay, Big Mac. I understand, and we can still be very good friends forever, okay? And Big Mac said, okay. Thank you, Miriam, I said. And wait, I said, okay. Did you learn anything? And I thought about it really extra hard, and I said yes, I did learn something. But I'll tell Celestia about that, okay? And Miriam said, that is fair. Then I saw my bestest friend in the world, Argenberg, who was the most handsome alicorn in Equestria. And Argenbarger said, hello, Twilight, it's been a long time. And I feel myself blushing because of how charming Argenbarger alicorn was. And I said, yes, it was. It's been a long time. Do you think we could spend some time alone together? And he said, I don't think so, Twilight. I have lots of important things to do because I'm an alicorn, but maybe someday, okay? And I was very sad because he was the nicest alicorn ever. But I said, I understand, and he flew away, and it was amazing! I was so impressed and amazed and happy that I got to see him. Then I went back to the library and found Spike and gave him the biggest, most happy hug ever because he was happy to see me because I was gone for so long because I was a spider. And I said, Spike, please take a letter. And he said, okay, I'll take a letter, Spike. And then Spike took a letter. Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned that spiders are creepy, but being a spider is better than being dead. Your faithful student, Twilight Spackle. Twilight Spackle.
But being a spider is better than being dead.
Oh, that's a lesson for the ages. That's something we could tell our children about.
God damn it.
Oh, fucking hell, that was an adventure.